So Mr. Scarecrow is going to get his little bits and pieces put on today. I think. Although I've got to do his strandly bits. He has some strandly bits. I'm dreading doing the hair, but this is apparently what's going to happen. Apparently. So, what he looks like right now is this. And what he's supposed to look like is this. We're kind of getting there. Slowly but surely. Oh my gosh, I can't even get the thing back where I want it. Hang on. Okay. Definitely need a needle today. But I'm going to get all this sewn on because we've got all the little patches and his dungaree pocket and little square patches and leaves that I don't know what are for yet, but a whole pile. But I know he needs some proper hair. And I know he needs some stuff coming from his sleeves. So, hat is done. That is finished. So I'm going to put that aside for the moment. So he's going to be bald. I'm going to do his head last because I don't want him to see what he looks like before he's finished. So we're going to put all the little bits on first. Now it does say to use the needle that's provided. I'm not using the needle that's provided. But the first thing I'm going to do is his pocket for his dungarees, which goes there. But I need to put this little heart on the pocket first. So I'm going to sew. Make sure everything is nice and tight and bring through both the ends that I have onto the same side so that I don't have any threads coming out of the front. Everything is going at the back. Now, thankfully, I don't have to concentrate too hard on how I'm sewing this in because this isn't a part that is going to be played with and manipulated a lot. So, little heart. Welcome in, Erin. Good day to you. We're crocheting what will be a scarecrow. I I've just got to get his little patches, the little things, sewn together, sewn on before we complete him. So again, with the pocket, make sure everything is on one side and we're not getting all confoozled. Hello, Deanne. I hope that's how we're saying your name, but welcome in. So again, I'm not too worried about the sewing in, because this isn't a part that is going to be played with a lot. But now we're going to get that little heart onto his dungarees. What we're doing is making this guy, but I'm putting all the little bits on, all the little bits. So all his patches are going on today. And hopefully he'll be finished after today. He does have his hat, but we haven't got his hair yet. So he will be some sort of scarecrow when he's finished, I hope. A scarf? Of course I've seen a scarf. Of course. Okay, so I'm now adding this heart to his pocket. And this pocket will be on his dungarees. So he is completely made. It's just all the little fiddly bits that now need to be done. Need to make sure that the heart stays heart-shaped, because at the moment it looks more like a blob, and we don't want a blob. No, he's not being sold. He is being given as a gift to somebody who is a gardener. That is in need of a gift. So this one isn't being sold. For me, when I do amigurumi, they're never sold. My other makes, yes, I sell my other makes, but the amigurumi stuff, no. So we've got, still looks like a blob. It needs to be more pointed on the bottom, really. Really. Hello, Miss Ivy. Good morning, my dear. He's nearly finished. Nearly. Hi, Shatika. Good morning to you. To you and you and you. So, I'm just gonna say that that is secured. That is the back at the moment. And what I'm going to do is, with the heart, which is the ready orange, and with one part of the pocket end, I'm going to put a knot, only a very small one, but I'm going to put a knot in the back because it's never going to be seen, and one little knot isn't going to make a massive bulk, but it will keep the heart secure. So I'm going to give them a snip. One and two. So that is now the back. So this will now be used to sew his pocket on. Or that's the intention. We can hope. We hope. So this will be the first little detail that will be added onto him. And I'm kind of dreading this because I'm not the best sewer in the world. Far, 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 far from it. And I want to make sure that you can't see the stitches. And I want to make sure, of course, that it is secure. So this isn't my favourite job, and I've been procrastinating with this a lot, maybe a little bit too much. Come on, come on. I'm fighting the stuffing that's inside him as well. I'm fighting his guts. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to leave the top of his pocket open, so it is a pocket. Even though I'm certain nothing's going to be put in it, but little details, you know, little details. So he's spinning around a lot right now. See, if he had a face, he'd be feeling very sick right now. And this is another reason why we leave the face till last. We don't want him feeling sick. Okay, last stitch going in. Okay, now I've just got to knot it so it doesn't come loose. So what I'm going to do with that is instead of knotting it in the pocket, I'm going to go through the dungarees because there's space behind here, and I'm going to knot it behind there. Oops. Because again, it won't be seen. Come on, cut. Cool. So we now have, he now has his little pocket. So the next thing I will do, why is that on there like that? His hat is done. Random French knots on the patches. Okay, well that's going to be interesting, doing the French knots again, because this was the first time that I did French knots, and I wouldn't say they failed miserably, but they were difficult. And now it's telling me to make more French knots, but on something way smaller, which can't say I'm looking forward to. I need to separate all the little bits. Okay, and I've just dropped okay, random French knots. So it's provided the white embroidery thread that it wants me to use, which is nice. If it could do the French knots for me, I'd be happy. But it's not going to do that. So with these, divide it into 3 2-strand lengths. Oh my gosh, this is the only thing that I really hate about embroidery. This is a big reason why I don't do it, because you have to divide the thread. And that's not exactly something I enjoy doing, because you end up with knots. Come on, keep going. Keep going, keep untangling. Come on. No, we've got a tangled beginning, which isn't good. This is why I don't like it. I'm sure people who actually do embroidery have a much easier way of doing this. But as I don't do embroidery, this is the only way I know. But to do this crochet amigurumi, sometimes you need to get some sewing skills and some embroidery skills. So it's all practice. Oh, hello, Miss Auntie. Good morning. So, hello, Miss Beans. You always come in when I'm busy and can't be cuddly, huh? So, thread the needle. Make sure all the twists and the knots have vacated the premises. Yes, my love. Can I help you? You feeling okay? Okay. And I haven't exactly got nails to untangle teeny weeny little knots either. So again, not something I enjoy. But at least there's no other knots in it, but this is what I'm contending with. But it's still twisting a little bit. But I need to unknot it. Weird thing is, I need to unknot it so that I can knot with it, because I need to make French knots. Or in my case, not French ones, but very English ones, because they're going to be a little bit on the manky side. Yes, my love. Yes? You might see her. Shall I move my things so that you can sit down? Is that better? Yeah. There we go. There we go. While I'm untangling a knot, you can be entertained by the sitting bean. I just hope I can actually untangle it, because I can't even see properly what I'm doing. Not really. And I feel like I'm knotting it more than I'm unknotting it. You okay? Princess? Okay? Okay? Are you okay? Meow. For those that are lurking, that are unaware, Beanie is the official owner of the channel. And she's off. So she has to come and make sure everything's running over tickety-boo. I really just want to go and pull it extremely tight, and that's not going to help. But that's what I want to do. Just making a mountain out of a molehill is what I'm doing. Mountain out of a flipping molehill. I don't even need that much. I'm going to cheat because otherwise I'm just going to be doing this for about 3 hours. I'm snipping it. Give up. Snipping. Okay. So I need a refresher on the French knot. I don't know how I'm going to see this or how anybody's going to see it on such a teeny weeny little square. White on a bright yellow square. I don't understand. But there it is. That's what they're asking for. So, French knots. Let me see if I can find... You go there for a minute. French knots. Where did I see the French knots? On the bandana. On the bandana. Where's the bandana? Suspenders, hat, sunflower, bandana. Oh, come on. Where is it? Using photo as a guide, make random French knots. Okay, so it wasn't on there that I found how to do them. So it must have been online. So I'm going to grab a web page and say how to make a French knot in embroidery, and see if I can find what I used before, which apparently I can't. Okay, so I'll have to go to a different site. Let's see if I can remember. So put him down for a minute. In fact, we'll put the floss down for a moment. Make sure it's all untangled. And I will just, like I did with the other couple of little bits, I'll just make sure that my ends are in the same side as each other, what will become the back of the patch. And then I can do a little practice at the French knots. Okay. You're not going to be able to see it. White against such a bright colour, it's not going to be seen. But you're coming in through the back and then wrap twice. Hold it. It's knotting. Oh my gosh. It's all twisting itself again. This is going to be a nightmare. So hold the long bit out of the way. And then wrap and wrap. No, not like that. and wrap, and then go in. In fact, I'm going to wrap 3 times to make it slightly bigger. And see if that will work. Did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. In from the back. Hold that out of the way. And then go wrap, wrap, wrap. In across the stitch. And again, it just it can't be seen. Like, you have to look really, 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 really carefully. Really carefully. This seems practically pointless, I have to say. And yet here I am attempting to do it. So pull it all the way through and then twist and then wrap and wrap and wrap and then in. That's not a good thing. Nope. Didn't work. It didn't work. I really don't see the point in this. I really don't. Because you can't see what is the point? Wrap, wrap, wrap. And then in to a different part. I'll do one more. But I still see it as very, very pointless. Maybe I'll only do it on the one patch, maybe. Okay, so hold it out of the way to where I'm going. Going wrap, 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 and one extra. And into a different part. Pull it through. So see, even you can't see it. There's 3 on there. I see it as pointless. I really, really do. But sewing in the end, what on earth happened here? Get that out of the way. Get that one out of the way. Come on. And then we snip, 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 snip. And then we'll have a look where this little patch would be going as soon as we have sewn in one of the ends, because we only need one. We don't need 2. I'm just going to get this just loosely sewn in. It's only a teeny weeny little thing. I'm going to say it'll be fine. So one tail left. Getting that on my needle. And we are putting it on. Oh, okay. So we're putting it on his arm, but the other two that we're putting on his other arm are going to have little leaves under them. So I'm going to put this round to the side a little bit actually, because you don't want all the patches on the front, because then it will look very front heavy. Isn't it random? Go up, go up, go up, go up, don't fall down. Here we go. Again, sewing is not my forte. So I can only try my best and hope. There's a lot of hope, believe me. Hope! One more stitch. That should be good. And now I've got to try and make it secure. So he's got a little patch on his arm. So that's one. So now the other two patches need a little leaf underneath, apparently. So again, I don't need two tails. So on both leaves, I'm going to get rid of one of the tails, put it to the back of the leaf, and get rid. So we'll just have one little leaf. And then, and the way I'm choosing the tails, it really doesn't matter, but when I look at the tails, I always pick the shortest one to sew in. And even though I don't need that much really to anchor these little things onto the amigurumi, just in case I've got that tiny little bit of extra wool to use to sew in. So I need two more patches. So I'm going to do the same with those as well. But I'm not putting French knots on them. It's not happening. Hello, Rosie. Welcome in. Good day to you. Good day, good day, good day. And I'm trying, because these teeny weeny little squares, they're ever so slightly holy. So what I'm doing when I sew this tail in, I'm actually trying to close the hole a bit as well. So it's kind of doing a 2-for-1 deal, as it were. That's the aim anyway. It doesn't mean it's going to work like that, but that's the aim. So it's just looking over this teeny weeny little patch, making sure that there's no hole. I mean, if you're going to patch up your clothes, you don't want to use a patch with holes, really, do you? But teeny weeny little thing. So that's without holes now, whereas this one that is waiting to be sewn, you've got a hole there, you've got a hole there, and there's a slight one down there. So when I put the tail in, I will close them up. So that's one little bonus that I can do. Okay, so now what we have to, hang on. Now you found your glasses. Howdy do. Hi. So these patches, there's going to be one on the top of this arm, and there's going to be one down the bottom here, but they need leaves under them. I'm guessing a leaf got trapped in a windstorm or something. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't care, I'm just following instructions. But excuse me. But we've got one at the top of his arm. Now on the instructions it's showing toward the inside. On the picture it's showing on the outside. Now I've got a patch more on the outside of his arm here, so I'm going to put this more on the inside. Like, you've been rubbing your armpits too much, mate. Too much. Gotta have a little story, right? The technical details I go into. So I'm not going to sew down the entire leaf. What I'm doing is just going to go like through the bottom, and I'm going to leave it almost like a leaf has just got stuck in the patch, so that it's free flowing. It doesn't say that in the instructions. This is my own imagination going a little bit rogue, as it were. Hello, Miss Wriggles. Good morning. At the end of the day, whenever you do a pattern, it's open for interpretation. And boy, am I interpreting. The only thing that I never know is when you've got something like this, where do you put the thread when you're finishing? I mean, with this guy, I think I'm going to go through his back, out his back, the randomness. And hope that that's going to be sufficient. Doesn't mean it is. I've got to hide the end, but it's also got to be secure. I don't know how to do it. I'm not an amigurumi expert. I'm still learning. But we now have a leaf, and now we do another patch. So another little yellow patch is going to be sewn on, and this one of course will all the way around rather than a corner or whatever. And do it so that the leaf is partially under it, partially. And again, I'm fighting with his stuffing. So whatever I've stuffed his arm with, it's quite tough to get through with the needle. Perseverance, that's what it is. Perseverance. About 2 more stitches left to do. And this guy is doing somersaults right now. And then again, I have no idea really where to take this needle. So I'm going to go random again. Out his back. It does not look like a leaf and a patch at all. Like, at all. But we have patch, and a random leaf up his armpit, because why not? Now I've just got to secure this down somehow. And again, I've got no idea how to do this. It's purely winging it. Purely winging it. So, it's one arm done. Now we need to do a patch on his other arm. That's the postman, who I think I've got to sign for something, so I think I'm going to have to go to the postman. Or maybe not. Oh, there's a bonus. I didn't have to get up. And there's a notification to tell me that it's been delivered, but I was supposed to sign for it. I didn't sign for it. I didn't even get up. Okay, anyway. This is asking for another leaf. So this one, I'm going to put more on his elbow, because apparently that's where things would wear out. I suppose when you're a hard-working person, on your elbow would fit, you know. But depending on your industry, it's very rare that happens these days. Plus, of course, we're a very, very throwaway society in the Western world. So if something wears out, we tend to just get rid. It's very rare that people will pick up a needle and thread and mend. So again, with this leaf, I'm just sewing in the bottom and leaving the top to be all free flow. So it's not going to sit up like that, but I'm keeping it up like that just so you can see it off. So I'm now going to hide this end. Again, I don't know where. Probably up toward his shoulder, maybe. So that's now this one. Now this arm is going to go across like that, and I'm still debating whether to actually sew it in place or leave it, because it's not supposed to be like that. I've done it so it's supposed to be more across. This one goes down, this one goes a little bit more across. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know whether to sew it into place or not. It only needs like 2 stitches, like under his tricep, but I don't know right now. I don't know. So again, with the patch, it is going at the very, very bottom of the leaf. I mean, thankfully, these little teeny weeny things, you can't really go wrong with them. Not really. It's just higgledy-piggledy. Is it attached? It's attached. We're okay. So that is now that one done. And with this one, I'm going to come out toward the front of his dungarees again. And we have another patch done. And in doing that, I have put a stitch in his arm, in his tricep, as I'm finishing off this, hiding the end, as it were. Just to pull that arm across a little bit. We're getting there. We're getting there. You're making your ladybird. thought you'd done ladybirds before, Miss Wriggles. I really thought you'd done ladybirds before. I think I've only made one, I think. And yet I've got a hand-sized leaf and the pattern for a ladybird to sit on it. The leaf was the leaf I liked the look of, and it wasn't part of the ladybird pattern at all, but I kind of fancied the leaf, and the ladybird I found, I was like, that would be perfect to sit on top of the leaf. So 2 separate patterns for me. I still haven't done it. I need to. I think I've had the leaf for at least 4 years. At least. Okay, so he's got those patches on. Now I've got 2 more yellow patches, which are supposed to be on his knees. Well, his knees were a little bit higgledy-piggledy. But we'll see what happens. Hello, Miss Rita. Good afternoon. Ice cream. Phew. Hairdresser. Did you both get your hair done? Are you both filled with confidence right now? And what flavour ice cream do we have? The lap of luxury, eh? Okay. So that's one patch done. Holes closed up. This one has an eyelash stuck to it. Why have you got an eyelash? Thank you. Going for that one. Both had a haircut. I haven't had a haircut now since 2024. I am definitely in need. But I did say that that's not going to happen until hubby is here. Because I don't have the money until hubby is here. But he will be here soon, inshallah. We can hope. Okay, 2 patches ready for his knobbly knees. Milk ice. Ooh. Vanilla. Do you know, vanilla is so good. When it's like proper tasting vanilla. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. I was a little bit naughty on Saturday, and I bought myself 4 ice cream cones for the freezer. By Sunday night they were all gone. I had one. Oh, it tasted so nice. So nice. Had to have a second one. And then Sunday I had one straight after lunch as a dessert, because I don't really have desserts. And it was nice to have that luxury. And then I had the fourth one just after my tea on the Sunday night. Gluten-free as well, and lactose-free. Wow. With protein in it as well. Well, you did well. Although my head is now going, wow, that's expensive. Here it'd be expensive. I don't know about over there. But that was good. That was a great find. That was a great find. Okay. Patch on the knee. So now I've just got to find where to... I have nowhere to put this. I have nowhere to put the end at all. Cool, that's a long time. £3? Okay, too pricey for my kind of budget, but when it's a treat and you haven't had one for that long, I'd go for it. I would go for it. The one on the weekends that I had, it's what we call a cornetto. So it's like not wafer cone, what do they call it? Not quite waffle because that's too thick, but like a thin waffle cone, and chocolate vanilla. You haven't? See, the bad thing is now you know where to get it. Now you know where to get it. That could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I was very, very naughty having those over the weekend, but it was so nice. It was so nice. And I think the last time I had ice cream, definitely wasn't as long ago as 2010, I know that. Probably the end of last year. Maybe end of October into November. Maybe. But I know from 2022 to 2024, I was constantly eating the choc ices because of going through menopause and having such hot flushes. Ice poles, or that's what we call them. The flavoured ice that's in a long tube. I was getting through those like there was no tomorrow, because just for the 10 seconds it took to eat them, oh, the relief from the hot flushes. Ugh. 110 calories. Oh, that's pretty good too. Oh, well, then you know the cornetto. So yeah, it was cornettos that I had over the weekend. 110 calories. That's plumbing good. I wish my ones over the weekend were that low. They weren't. They weren't. It's very, very rare that I get to treat myself, but that's kind of good, because then a treat is a treat, you know? It's not the norm. It's a treat. And heck, if you've waited that long for an ice cream, that was a treat. That was good. Okay, that's the second patch on. Now again, got to try and find where to do the outlet. And it's coming out of his ankle. There we go. So there we go. So far. Now we've got 2 more patches to put on his legs. And I'm not going to put them exactly where they've stated again, because they're putting everything at the front. These are going one at the front, one at the back. I'm not playing around. Really, I really want a patch on his bum. I think he should have a patch on his bum. I think that would be an ideal place for a patch. You've been sitting on your bum too much. We need to patch that up. His clothing, not his actual bum, you know. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, don't tempt me. Oh, I can't be tempted. I haven't got the money to be tempted. But right now, my treats are honestly getting my baby stuff finished to send over to the new parents. If I get a baby item done, I get my little adrenaline rush. There's my treat. There's my treat. At least that's relatively free for me, so I don't have to think about, oh my gosh, I can't afford it. I'm not even going to see these patches. What the heck? What the heck? So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to go a little bit rogue. I'm going to go rogue with these patches. What I'm going to do with these is use the embroidery thread as the sewing in thing, because you can see it. I'm going to be like, oh, this person just doesn't care anymore. They're like, it's full of patches anyway. What's the point? And they're just grabbing whatever they can to mend it. There's a story behind everything. Everything. So these patches are going to be seen. And I'm going to double up the floss, as they call it. It's embroidery thread. It's embroidery silk. Make it that little bit thicker. Itchy nose. Oh, you did the corner to corner, the variegated corner to corner. £21. $21, not pounds, Khadijah, not pounds. Dollars. That's 50 by 60. So that's 21. So that'd be lapgan size. No, it's bigger than lapgan. Afghan. So if that's about 50, and then that little bit more, it's not a bad size. That's not a bad size. How long did it take you? See, that's the next question. How long did it take you? I've decided I'm going to put one on his bum. He's going to have one on his bum. He's going to have a patch on his bum. He needs a patch on his bum. Don't care what anyone says. He's having a patch on his bum. Who's going to tell me off? He's going to have a patch on his bum. 4 days with a lot of breaks. Well, you kind of need the break. You can't go full at it and wear yourself out. Does Teddy ever get involved with your crochet? Does he try and manipulate the attention or try and help out at all? I can't imagine he'd be the type, but you never know. Fuzzballs are devious. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, is this for the Smile Club? Ooh. Ooh. Well, you know, with the clothing, it's got to be cream or white. So if this is for the trousers, you don't need options. You just need to go cream, white for Smiley Club. I'm so excited. Some of the things that I've seen people make and already send, I mean, we haven't got that many people who have donated, which I'm really kind of hurt about, if I'm honest. But those that have, oh my gosh, I can imagine those parents just being absolutely elated. So happy. And I'm very much looking forward to them getting the 2 boxes, because I know they'll do an unboxing video. I know they will. And of course, that will get shared round. Very much looking forward to that. It'd be nice. Well, beige, white, cream, white. Beige is the same as cream. It's the same thing, different name. It's the same thing, it's fine. He understands yarn time means sleep time for him. Oh, Teddy. Bless his little heart. I wish Bean had that mindset. You bought your new patterns as well. So it's good for you, because it's like, this is for me. It's something new, it's something different. It's not your norm, as it were. Bring it out a little bit. Okay. He's got a very flat bum. Because he's a scarecrow, he's not a human. He's got a very, very flat bum. But I'm doing literally a very rough sewing on of this patch, so it looks like it's properly, like, higgledy-piggledy sewn on roughly. We don't care anymore, it's just covering a hole kind of thing. And I'll show you, don't worry, I will show you. Patched up bum. Oh, excuse me. Fat fingers. Oh, I know that one. I know that one. See, what I should have said when you came in, it's because you went down the ice cream route, but what I should have said when you came in was the Silo Leghorn. That was very rude of me, so I'm so sorry. Salam alaikum to Miss Rita and her mum. Will that do? Will that be enough? No, one more. I need one more. One more stitch. I love it. I love it! Get pleased over the simplest little things. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to go up there. I am going to go up there. So let's go back into that one. Can we come out there? No. Can we come out there? Yes. Good. So he's now got a patch on his butt. Patchy butt. But I'm going to use this to highlight the fact that his suspenders on his dungarees have been patched up as well. So I'm doing some extras here just for authenticity or something. I've got the thread, so you know, why not? Adding extras. Don't want to pull it too tight because I want it to look almost like it's an afterthought. I mean, this is an afterthought, but like I know what I mean. I know nobody else knows what I mean, but I know what I mean. And then I'm going to do one up here where we will say that the suspenders snapped. So we'll do that up here. And then we'll go in and come out at his pocket. So now his dungarees have been sewn on. Kind of loving this. I'm loving it. A what? Oh, you're going to have to translate that one for me, Rita. Ah, you future bonus grandbabies. Ah, that's a really, really nice idea. Do what you can while you can, because you never know what happens in the future. None of us do. It's a good plan. Ah, for your bonus grandbabies. Sweet. We should, I don't think I put a post out, but I was going to let people know the gender of their baby as soon as they found out, and it was supposed to be 2 weeks ago, but their doctor is actually on holiday until after Eid. So when Eid is finished, which is the end of May, they will make an appointment and then find out the gender of the baby. It's going to be a boy. It's going to be a boy. It'll be a boy. I'm going to be so wrong. But it will be a boy. It'll be a boy. He's got a patchy bum. Patchy dungarees. Love it. Love it. Okay, we haven't got any more patches. So next, we're going to do his hair. His hair. So we need to do, again, I'm leaving his face till last. We're going to do these on the ends. Then when I've done that, it'll be his hair. Bandana will go on next time. Oh my gosh, I forgot there is one more patch. I lied. I am so sorry. I've got one more patch to do. I lied. I got so enthralled with his bum and his dungarees. I forgot the second patch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for lying. I am so sorry. I lied. Oh, okay. Got ya. Oh, you're saying it'll be a girl? See, now I've said a boy for years for her. I've said she's a boy mum. But she's got a sister. He has 2 sisters. Her dad has a sister. So her mum said, it'll be a girl. Her dad says, it'll be a girl. Her husband says, it'll be a girl. Her sister is on board with me and says, it'll be a boy. But now mum has changed mind because pregnant lady's nose is growing, apparently. She's convinced that with her belly, her nose is growing. And that has made mum say, you're getting a big nose, it's going to be a boy. That's their thinking. So, you know, that's what they're going with. But everyone else is still saying girl. But we'll find out. We'll find out. And as soon as we know, then I can let everybody know. She's so convinced her nose is growing. It's making her so sad. And now her mum's said, your nose is getting big. It doesn't help. I don't think her nose is getting big at all. I think it's just a case of she's been really, 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 really ill through this pregnancy. It's been a very, 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 very tough pregnancy on her. Very tough. And it's made her, of course, more drawn in the face. And I think because she's more drawn in the face, it makes her nose look a little bigger. It doesn't look any different to me. But there you go. But yeah, that's their thinking. That's what they're going with. Yes, the science of it all. I guess we've all got our own, you know, no matter what country we're in, we've all got our own way of prediction. You know, you put the science aside and it's, oh, she's carrying very high. You know what that means. Or if you look at her from the back, she's looking very wide. It's got to be a boy. Or if she's still got her figure, or it's a girl. There's so many different little little takes on it. But the nose one did make me laugh. It did make me laugh. It's a boy. Well, she has been extremely ill. Literally 2 weeks ago, she was in hospital. They thought she was going to die. literally. The hospital thought she was going to die. Um, she's got the morning sickness. I mean, morning sickness. She's got sickness all day, every day, and it gets way, way worse in the evening when she's trying to be relaxed. But she's had it extremely rough. Extremely rough. Miss Cammy! Hello, my dear. Welcome in. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. He looks like a patchwork. He looks like a patchwork. Okay. So now I want to finish this live with doing. I want to do his little tassels. Little tassels. I want to do that. I'll do his limb tassels and then we will end it. And then the next time, I thought we were going to finish him today. We're not going to finish him today. I'll do those today. And then the next time we will do his hair, then his face, and then put his hat on properly. You know, we'll get his hat on. He's looking very, very patchwork, bless him. But I'll do the little tassels now. Working around the head, insert a hook from front to back, holding 4-inch strands together. Pull enough loop and tighten and work around the entire head. Oh my gosh, this is going to be tough. But let me do his thingies. Let me do his tassels. I've just found out that Brazil, no, not Brazil strictly. Is it South America or is it Brazil? You now have free healthcare, which I only found out last night. You've missed. Why have you missed class? Why have you missed class? Was that your doing or was that their doing? I have no idea how I'm going to do these. No idea how I'm going to do these. Brazil. That's really, really, really good news, huh? I don't know how long I need to do for these. We're going to experiment with one tassel. Oh, wow. Oh, heck. What the heck? Really not good. Why is there a hospital in a place that can flood so easily? I don't know if that works or not. I don't know. I'm going to do a few. I think it's going to be a little bit sparse, but I'll do them all the same length at least. Although granted I can cut them at the end. It's a school... Oh, well, not that that makes a difference really, but a training hospital. They want you to suffer. I'm sure they don't mean you directly to suffer. Yes, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are in the same boat right now. Well, a boat would be a good thing if things are flooded. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. How long has it been raining then? If it's flooded, or is it like a flash flood, or has it been raining for quite some time now? All night. So almost flash flood then. Because if it's only been just through the night that it's been raining, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Oh my gosh, these are going all over the place. They're sticking out to the side and everything. We desperately need rain where I am. Around me, it's been raining quite heavily. I haven't seen any. We've had a little bit of drizzle and that's it. The ground is so very dry that of course the plants are suffering. The animals are suffering because they need water too. We just haven't had anything. January is your rain season, as it were. Here we usually say April showers, but we haven't had April showers for at least 3 years now. At least 3 years. But I'm also in the driest region of England, which this is not working. It's going to be so weird. It doesn't help. It's nice that we're not really wet and wearing flippers all the time, but the plants need it, the animals need it. But us Brits like moaning about the weather no matter what it is. Whether it's dry, whether it's wet, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, we like moaning about it. It's what we do. Hello, Miss Kitty. Wait. Hello, Kitty. How lovely to see you. How are you doing, my love? See, I did a slight tweak on it. Slight tweak. You started a new seed to see? 9 inches already. She's just started. It's another chunky one, isn't it? It's another chunky one. Under 30, oh my gosh, under 30 centigrade. We've had a couple of cold nights. Like, I've had to reach for the bed socks. That's pushing things a bit. But we've had a couple of cold nights. But generally speaking, the days are quite mild right now. At the moment. And the nights tend to be slightly on the warm side, generally speaking. This is looking awful. This really is. Are you having... Miss Kitty needs to look after herself. Stop overdoing it. You're heading into winter now. Now, what does winter mean for you guys? Apart from it being maybe a little bit cooler. I was unaware, personally speaking, I was unaware that South America had seasons. I thought you were very much like the Philippines and Indonesia and Malaysia, where you don't have seasons. It's the same all year round. And if you're going to really talk about seasons, then it's rainy season or dry season, and that's about it. Linda! Hello, Miss Linda. Welcome in. You've come at a really bad time. A really bad time. There's someone else in here from your neck of the woods, as it were, because Rita is in, I say neck of the woods, I didn't say same country, but Rita is in Norway. So we've got Austria, Norway, Brazil, USA. Canada was in here, but I'm guessing that she's gone to work. We got all sorts in here. And you got the sun. You got the sun. Kitty caught a cold from somewhere. Ew! There's kitten snot all over the place. Ew! That's why I said your neck of the woods, because she isn't in Spain. She's in Norway. It's your neck of the woods. But she's not in Spain. She's in Norway. Oh, Sweden. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I forgot she's back in Sweden again. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. What she goes between the two. I'm so sorry. Rita, I'm so sorry. See? Look at me telling lies. I tell lies. Oh. Linda. If you're still here, I can tell you how to say my name now. Now I can tell you how to say my name, if you're still here. Sunny and windy in Vienna. Oh my gosh, she's even in Vienna. She is here. Yeah, I know you're from Norway, but I know you're in Spain. Anyway, Linda. For Linda's ear rolls, my name, you've got to ignore the K completely. It's silent. And my name is pronounced Khadijah. Khadijah. You've got to do a little bit of the phlegmy thing, which I can't do right now because I haven't had a drink. But Khadijah. She's pretty good with it. She can say it right. I did tell her she's got to let you know if she gets to speak to you. She's got to let you know. We have one little foot done. Got it. Khadijah. Khadijah. Oh, hang on. Who wants me attention? Oh, okay. Bless her. She's going to have to wait a minute or a few, because I got to do me dingly dangly tissily tassels of my scarecrow before I answer anybody. Okay. I don't know whether to thicken them up a little bit and do another layer, or leave them like that, because here they're quite dingly dangly. In reality, because you're going round a post, the post splits it, so the yarn goes, so you end up with a gap down the middle, and that's why they're a little bit sparse. But shall I leave it like that? Or shall I do another layer underneath? It is a scare. Well, it's supposed to be a scarecrow. He's got his patches, and he does have a hat, but that's not going on until last. But he's a winky wonky, deliberately not perfect, scary scarecrow. But this is all practice, because I can't do amigurumi, and I'm a K-pop fan, and there's a particular group that I follow that each member is represented by a cartoon character, and I have each member's cartoon character to make in amigurumi, and I want to make them as good as I possibly can. So I've been practicing and practicing and practicing with these amigurumis, but I don't, as much as I'm following the pattern, I don't want to follow it completely, because like a scarecrow, I don't want to make his head stiff and in place. I want it to be able to drop drop and flop, because it's a scarecrow. Usually they're it's a sack and it's tied at the bottom, so it would be a little bit flippy floppy, you know. So he's got a flippy floppy head, and I put a patch on his bum. On on the picture there's no patch on his bum, but I wanted a patch on his bum. Little things, you know, little things. You've got the I'm German, and I struggle doing the but at least I can do it when needs be. Yes, pretend there's an itchy throat. Yeah, you need to scratch it. Yes. Hello, Teresa. Good morning. Excuse me. It's very scary for hummingbirds. Well, I mean, that's one way of looking at it, I guess. I mean, I hadn't thought of it quite like that, but we don't have hummingbirds here. Oh, and there's a member of the channel that has hummingbirds on a regular basis, and they've got babies, and she said that she'll try and get a picture of the babies, and I'm like, a hummingbird is about the size of my thumb, so a baby. And she said, well, you look at your pinky and it's about the size of your fingernail. How do you see that on camera? How do you see that unless you're on top of it? I'm waiting to see a picture. It's one, in fact, no, I think I told her, granted, it's one thing seeing it like on TV or in a video that has been professionally done, but to see it in reality, in real life, it's a completely different ball game. And I have never, even on the TV, I have never seen a baby hummingbird. I can't imagine. I just can't. Out of my brain cells capacity, really. Oh, you want to see the skazoos? The skazoos? Bad thing is, I'm starting with the pink one. I'm starting with the pink one just to get it over and done with. I'm going to be wearing flipping gloves to make it. But the first one is a rabbit pig. That sounds really weird. Very weird. The first cartoon character I'm making is a rabbit pig, and he's bright pink, and I hate pink. It is not a colour that I like at all. Pink has its place in nature. That's where it needs to stay. My personal opinion. I have no issue with people that like that colour at all. But for me, pink in nature, beautiful. Like, one of my favourite garden flowers is a fuchsia. And of course, they're mainly fuchsia pink. That tends to be their main colour for most of their different varieties. Fuchsia tends to be a main. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. But when it comes to me wearing or handling that colour, no thank you, it's fine. If I really have to make something that colour for someone else, okay. And I've done it. I've made a butterfly shawl for somebody in 3 shades of pink and a purple. Oh my gosh, I couldn't make that thing fast enough. I was so grateful when it was finished because I didn't have to touch it anymore. It was glitzy as well. It was glitzy pink and purple. I'm like, what is going on? They're just splayed out. How do you keep them down? Down, boy. Down. Jeez Louise. Pippi Longstockings. She's done. Gonna have a nosy. I'm so gutted that I finally saw you live again because I've been so had a lot of issues with my husband's visa, and now the bin man's coming up here. Had a lot of issues with my husband's visa, and it's been getting me extremely stressed on top of busy. And for the past 2 weeks, I have been so out of it on YouTube, so out of it. And then a couple of days ago, you were live, and I came in, and I was just about to say hello, and the phone went. So I literally had you running throughout your live in silence while I was watching. Couldn't read the chat because I couldn't concentrate on the phone call while I was reading the chat. But I had you there, and I couldn't even say hello. And when I came off the phone, that's when you went bye-bye. That was that done. Finito. Same thing happened with Kitty on Tuesday. She'd been on for about, it was nearly 15 minutes or round about that time. And again, I just started typing in the chat and the phone went. And I was in that call for over an hour, well over an hour. And Kitty goes live, generally speaking, for about an hour. I missed the entire live. Missed the entire flipping thing. So I need to get back into seeing people's lives again and interacting and being sociable. Sociable. Ugh. Bad word. I don't like socialisation. I hate socialising. Hate it. I hate it. Now I can't remember which one I'm on. It's got to be this one, hasn't it? It's got to be this one. Oh no, there's one there. Don't hide from me. I will find you. I will find you. Yep. Baby hummingbirds. I can't imagine it, Kitty. I just can't. The tintsiness of it all. Tintsiness. Tinsy, wincy, wincy little things. That's my thought for the pins. But it's not pleasant, and I don't dislike pink. Don't like it. Don't like it. Hi. Welcome home. Social, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. But I know I don't like it, Rita. I know I don't like it. Hello. How can I help you, my love? How can I help you? Ooh. I think I'm not going to cut these all to the same length either, because let's be honest, realistically, out in the field where he'd be standing, the straw would be all different type of lengths because he's been stuffed with it. It's just whatever's falling out. You know, there is no, oh, it must be at perfect length and he must have the best haircut ever. You know, so I'm not going to cut them all to the same length. I'm going to keep them however they are. I mean, they're all roughly about the same size anyway, but I'm going to keep it rough. Keep it rough. No. 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 Okay. So, it's nowhere near as good as a picture. Like, nowhere near. There's just too many gaps where gaps really... all because of going around the posts. But so far, so I'll do his arms, and then that'll be it for today. I'll do his arms, which I'm also dreading, but see what comes of that. Hubby, we're trying to get him a UK visa to come and do a leave to remain, to come and live here. But the system is down. It's not quite the word that I'm going to be thinking, but it is down and has been for almost 2 months now, which is just adding to the stress. Now, we've been very, 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 very lucky so far that after 2 years of trying, we've got half of it done. But we're waiting now. And every time I think, oh, there's no more to do, we've done everything, okay, I can breathe, something else comes up. Do you have to do that in my earshot? Really? Yeah, Rita, the amount of times where I'd have to go to town, like the next town over, and I'm thinking, I've got to get on the bus with people. Don't talk to me! Leave me alone! So a lot of the time, even though I'm not actually listening to anything, I'll put earbuds in so it looks like you can't talk to me, because I'm antisocial. I'm antisocial, and I don't care. This is today's, this is about as social as I get, Rosie. This is about as social as I get. When I do my lives on a Friday, I socialise. It's awkward. I come out of them going, I need to go to bed. On Mondays, I do my Cal live, and I'm so grateful when it only lasts like 15-20 minutes maybe. This is not going to look right at all because he hasn't got cuffs like he has on his legs. And then doing this and having it this way, there's a chance there's people come in that I don't know, and that makes me very, not like I'm giving birth, but you know, it's the anxiety, it peaks, you know. You're working on a thumbnail. See, I cheat with that. I cheat with my thumbnails. Every December and July, I set up a set of thumbnails, one for each of the topics that I do. And I use that set for 6 months before I renew the set. And if anything comes up that is out of the schedule, we get the AI involved and say, oi, make me a thumbnail, please. But yeah, all of mine are made prior, then I don't have to worry about it. Less stress. I mean, to say less stress, I go through a lot of stress trying to get the right thumbnail in the first place, but still, I'm not good at thumbnails. I'm really not good at thumbnails. It drives me insane. So doing it twice a year is enough. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Goodbye. This is all just so... I mean, what is that? What is that? Bye. Go in bed? She's going bed. Okay, she's going bed. Bye. I get that. It's a nice idea to have a feature of what's within the video. I mean, I don't do things like that, but it's a nice idea as a kind of a teaser. I get that. I don't do it because I don't make anything ever. I'm a very, 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 very slow crocheter. Very slow. So on Fridays occasionally I will show my makes. But literally the last thing that I made, and it's not even complete, but I'll show you. I'm working on the Sophie's Dream blanket. And that's using Escapia's Whirl Cakes, which is fingering weight cotton. And I've got to make 14 of these squares. And I've made 4 so far. Oh, that was a little high. And I'm now on bright turquoise turntable. But I've got a lot of squares to go, but right now, because I've got to find things to make to donate for the Smile Club for new parents. I've got to make baby things, and I've just had to redesign, which I am not good at all. I am not a designer. I am never going to go far with this channel because I am not a designer. But I've had to redesign the back of a bonnet, which has been horrible because the pattern is so bad. The rest of the pattern was okay, but the back of this bonnet, it was bad. Really bad. And it's really put me off making this bonnet, so everything has kind of taken a big back burner because it has been very, very close to making me lose my crojo, which is not good. It is not good. It's a very, very big project. I'm loving making the squares, although every single square I've had a little bit of bother on a different part of the square. But I'm loving how they're coming out. But yeah, I've done 12 squares. 3, 6, it's 12 squares I need to do, not 14. See, I'm lying to you again. Oh my gosh, all I'm doing to you in this live is lying. I am so sorry. 12 squares I need to do. I've done 4, so I've done a quarter of the blanket so far, although granted, you know, I've got to go round it in the border and I've got to join the squares, but he's a ragamuffin. He's a ragamuffin scarecrow. There's no such thing as a neat and perfect scarecrow, okay? He's a ragamuffin. Done with the thumbnail. Just waiting for the finish to click the button in about 10 minutes. You're clicking a button in 10 minutes? What button are you clicking in 10 minutes? Finishing a sweater that I started 8 months ago. Crojo starts to come back. Okay, well, this isn't a sweater, it's a cardigan. But the cardigan I'm working on because I'm a big girl, this is going to take a little while. But this, and it's not a sleeveless cardigan, I just haven't got to the sleeves yet because I'm still making the body. But that's the cardigan that I'm making, and that's usually only on a Thursday, and if I'm really lucky, when I'm in my Friday lives, I might be able to do a couple of shells, but I'm not very good, as you can probably tell, at doing crochet and talking in a live at the same time. So this is me kind of not only practicing the amigurumi, but practicing the live talking and crocheting at the same time, because it's not my forte. Nothing, I don't have a forte. I have no forte. I just don't. I just don't. Oh, okay. I'm very, Linda, I am so very slow with crocheting. So slow. Oh, I can show you that as well. It's not finished. But that bit of the bonnet, the baby bonnet that I'm making. Go back up there, thank you. That's the bit that goes over the head. And I thought that was really pretty. You know, it's not specifically male or female, but the back of the bonnet to join it all together, it's a bad pattern. Bad pattern. So I've just had to make it up, which again, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. But because if it was mine, I'd just do like bodge job and go, you know, it'll do. It's only going to me. But because this is going to certain people, I want to get it right. I want to make sure it's okay. You know, my stuff, if I miss a stitch or if I have to do an increase because, oops, I forgot to go in the end, or, oh no, I did half double crochets instead of trebles, so be it, it's mine, who cares? But because it's going to somebody else, yeah, I'm going to make sure that is right. And a baby item, one baby item is getting me so... I will get there, I will get there, I will get there. Cardigan's got a long way to go. If I put that on, it just comes past my bust. Just past my bust. I think I've got another, you've got a row of shells and then you've got a row of knit rib, which is just single crochet really. And the shells, I've got another 26 or 27 rows of these shells, which are treble crochet made. It's slow, but the wool was a birthday gift, and the person that sent me the wool, I asked them to choose the pattern out of 3 that I gave them that I wanted to make, and they chose that pattern, which I've actually shown what it's supposed to look like in my posts. It's going back a little bit, but I've put it there. They've done it in cream, which looks amazing. But again, because I'm a little bit bigger, it takes a little bit longer. A little bit more. What have I just done? You dozy moo. Oh my gosh. I forgot to knot it. I pulled it through and pulled it through. Just didn't knot it. See? Talking, crocheting, doesn't mix. Yeah, I know my capabilities, Linda. I'm a realist. I'm a realist. I've made some god awful things. Really god awful. And then I've made some things that are really quite nice. And I'm like, how did I manage that? Like the last thing that I made was a mosaic blanket that each square was 16 inches and it had 48 squares, 16 inches each, all mosaic, and then it had a 4 round mosaic border as well. Oh my gosh, it came out so gorgeous. Beautiful blanket. Absolutely blooming love it. But I'm a shawl person. I like to make shawls. I need to take this dressing gown off because I'm too hot now. I like to make shawls, and I like to make beaded shawls because I love getting the beads involved. Gives a little bit of je ne sais quoi. And now I'm cold. Really? You're going to give me goose pimples now just because I took that off? Are you kidding me? What the heck? Now I'm turning into a turkey. Brilliant. I do like to crochet, but I think the bad thing is because I have a channel and I'm an active creator, there is that pressure of I need to make, I have to make, I have to have a finished item. You know, where so-and-so has 6 finished items this week and they're really annoyed at themselves that they didn't get the 7th one done. There's me that a year later I'm still on the same project because I'm really slow, and I'm very much in the mindset of the good thing is being slow, I catch my mistakes a lot sooner than I probably would if I was a really fast crocheter. But there's the pressure of the channel and needing to produce. That's where my crojo goes bye-bye, because of the having to do stuff rather than wanting to. It's a lot of having to, needing to for the channel, and that's a tough thing to get past when you're seeing other creators like really knocking stuff out fast. And I'm like, I'm never going to be a big channel, so I shouldn't have to worry about it so much. But for those that are here, and especially for those who are members on my channel, I feel like I owe them, you know? And things are changing around here, which is going to put even more pressure on. What is going on? What is going on? What is this? What the heck? Oh my gosh. How do I keep them all? Making sure it's right for others, well, it doesn't really matter if there is a small mistake. I mean, a lot of it. I think it doesn't matter whether you're a yarny, whether you're a woodworker, whether you are a resin, whatever the skill is, whatever the craftsmanship, I think we all go, oh yeah, but I'm not keen on that bit, or there's a couple of mistakes in there that I just didn't see them in time, or whatever. We know where the mistakes are, but someone else will look at it and go, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it, or whatever. And in your head, you're going, yeah, but I did that bit wrong and there's a mistake there. Don't point it out. We do anyway. But if we didn't point it out, people probably wouldn't even notice. But we know because we're the craftsmen, craftswomen, craft people. When I say treble, I mean American treble, because America is my biggest audience. I use American terms rather than UK terms. Yeah, you're here because of me, because, you know, you're strange people. My members are weirdos. My subscribers are strange people. It's what I go with. I mean, if I weren't me, I don't know if I'd be subscribed to me. I don't know if I would. I'm not my cup of tea, you know? We all have different tastes. What am I going to do with these arms? They're just not right. I don't like it. it's just not working. How do I keep his straw down? It's like he's overly excited. Everything's all up and you're like, down boy. Easy, Khadijah, easy. It's all sticking up and I need it to be sticking down. So, what is this? I don't know what to do. Exactly, Rosie. Exactly. We are our own biggest critic. Artist of any description. We are our own biggest critics. I don't know how to keep these so that they stay down. I really don't. There we go. So I will leave that here so that next time I can do his hair and his face to finish him off. He has his little patch on his bum and his suspenders have been sewn up because they're broken a couple of times, you know. He's got his patches. He's got his crooked legs. He ain't all that bad. He might be higgledy-piggledy. He might be a bit wobbly. But he's a scarecrow. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. I appreciate the thummies. Whether they're up or down, I still appreciate it. So thank you. Okay. Let's, the comparison. Oh yeah, I didn't put his bandana on. Hang on a minute. He's only half dressed. Hang on a minute. He's only half dressed. I'm not putting the bandana on until next week either. Not properly. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's better. There we go. There we go. He's never going to look like that. Ever. But he's unique, like the rest of us. We all look different. We all have bits where we shouldn't have bits. We all have some missing bits. Even identical twins don't look alike. Not truly. So it's fine. He will be fine. He's getting there. But we better bugger off. Better bugger off. So, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will get him finished on the next Pop-Up Wednesday. And today, as soon as I come out this live, I'm going to go and get a winner for the Woolly Wednesday giveaway. So if you've entered, good luck. You may well be a winner. Watch out for the winner's video. And we will see you next time. He'll have his face last because I can't have him seeing himself like this. His face will be the very, very last thing. Okay, we'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good one, and see you again soon.